Are you ready?
What up, folks? This is the Calls From Beyond show. I am Mr. Fresh. This is the beautiful host, Miss Noah. And you guys probably can't see him right at this moment, but Mr. Austin has made it to the building.
Yes,
I'm not needed anymore.
Literally, we are so apologetic. I know we'd be on CPT, but today's was extreme.
I was on CPT
my
today.
gosh.
We just had some accidents on the freeway, but we here now.
And
Water damage.
heaters. We had to get it together today, but I'm so glad that everybody is joining us today because guess what? I have a surprise. I have a special guest.
We do, but before we get into the surprise,
Yes.
we do have Mr. Carmona on the ones and twos.
Yep.
Hey.
Period.
I don't have the DJ shit, so I just fucking DJ D-Reg, do your thing.
Yes, and of course, as always, we have Danette over in the corner.
Danette, who was scaring the owners earlier.
You scared the owners?
So I'm in a group chat,
Oh,
and I'm on my way back.
Austin's entered the chat.
I'm in a group chat with the owners and Robert, the guy I run the studio with, and they go, "Austin, is your guest okay? I think she's throwing up in the bathroom." And I was like, "Who?" I knew Danette. I was like, "Is there somebody else?" So I called Danette, and she's like, "Hi, I'm in the bathroom." I'm like, "Are you okay?" She said, "Yeah, I just had to cough." And I was like, "You scared them." Saba's the owner. She was like, "I wanted to like offer her water or something. Like, is she okay? I feel bad."
Well, she sounds much better than she did last week. I hope you're feeling better, Danette, because it sucks when you got an ugly cough and don't feel good. And yeah, so
I got a question for you.
Yes.
About spiritual colds.
Ooh.
So can it just be congestion?
It can be everything.
Because that's all I have right now. Is I just have congestion, nothing else.
It could be everything.
And I wasn't fucking around. It was actually I have something we're gonna pull up a little later of some cool stuff we got last.
I forgot you just left a portal.
Yeah, which we.
You walk out
It's so calm. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I went to becoming a spiritualist. I did walk up.
Look at you.
Brian and I both
Clock
did.
it.
Brian and I both did.
Okay.
And then we both, because we didn't have any stage, but we made sure to be very firm in saying thank you, but none of you can come home with us.
Okay.
And then we walked out backwards and we said thank you again, and then reiterated in front of the property. None of you are coming home with us.
Okay. That's amazing.
But we got more activity in the 2 hours that we were there with these. We had 2 guests that had paid.
Shout out to y'all.
Then we did like in the several hours that when we were there the first time.
Wow.
Also, George, they got some. They had a thermal, like a flare gun.
Thermal?
And that's what I'm gonna send you here in a minute.
A thermal? That's crazy.
Oh, so yesterday was the first day of Spirits with the Spirits.
Yeah.
It was booked, yeah. And so I think we have a couple more. I know a lot of people are interested, but they're showing interest for like November, which we might.
I mean, we might. I've been trying to get things, and I might just do a guest appearance because at the end of the day, we love spookiness, and it is October.
It is.
Okay. So we might, but we have so many guests this month. It's like hard to. Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm trying to do like Mondays and Wednesdays. That's what I'm doing for now.
Yeah,
so that
for
way,
sure.
because even though now I know like technically, if it was a Tuesday where enough of you like showed up or something, like I could just go because I don't need to be there till close.
When's the next? It's next Monday.
I wonder if we had a Saturday, how busy it would be.
Well, we wouldn't be able to start till like 12:30 at night. That's the thing is like
God.
during the weekdays they close at 9 or 10.
That goes into the witching hour.
Yeah, they close earlier in the nights than because we only stayed until about 11.
Okay.
So
on the weekend, you would literally fuck around and find out.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You'd be out there with some
yeah,
shit.
because the bar doesn't close till super late, and then it's usually they have bands playing, so they're there pretty late. And the weeknights is where it's at.
Okay.
It's good spring. So like you walk outside and they're just like,
Desert town.
ain't nothing.
Yeah.
That's
It's
scary.
pitch black.
I
And
think
that's
it's
why
a
I said-
population of like 115 people.
And they have bands come out there?
Yeah, it's only like a 30-minute drive from here.
It's up the street.
That's crazy. So the whole city come out whenever a band comes
Oh
out.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, they're like, it's not like we're having like AC/DC roll up to the Pioneer. But
Right.
It's like like some small a blues band or like rock band.
Wait, but that's kind of dope. It'd probably be like, hey, Terry, I'll pay you on Thursday. All right.
Some of them, I think
Yeah.
some of the residents have like an open tab and they just know like.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's
well,
dope.
some of them, a lot of the people work there though.
Yeah.
And so they
Because
kind of
it's
have
such
like
a
a
small
it come out the
town.
check.
Yeah.
yeah. They just all right, we'll just take
And
it
for
out.
those who are confused, Austin is hosting a Spirits with Spirits. Do we have the flyer? So basically, we are in Las Vegas, as you all know, and we are up the street from what I consider a ghost town.
It is
And
a ghost town.
I literally mean that like figuratively. It's haunted. Everything there, the bar or the saloon, everything is haunted. We have done, or Austin has done, plenty of investigations there, and it's a ghost.
And there's Hispanic spirits in the town.
Yes,
So if you
we
go, you
didn't
gotta
know
make sure you
that.
take some
Spanish.
carne asada tacos.
Oh, we
Yeah.
had
Season. Yo.
lingo going on because I didn't even know George spoke Spanish until
Yo hablo
we had
en-
Spanish last night. Guests that were there
Spoke
They
spoke
spoke
Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be like, poquito español, por favor.
Right.
Poquito.
¿Y por qué poquito?
No habla español.
Papi.
So-
Quiero más.
trying to
Pam, 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 pam.
Yeah, so
Not a
it's-
Taco Bell bell.
now if I know a lot of people are interested in, I may be popping up next Monday. I don't know, or the Monday after.
just tell me.
Hey,
All you have to do
sometimes
is
you
tell
just
me
gotta
because
pop
I've
up
already
and
told the owner, and he would be more than excited to have you there. So
He's cool. He's cool.
what we
Now,
doing then?
You know you as a scaredy
I'm with
cat.
it. What's happening?
Mr. Fresh, you were outside the whole time with the last one.
He
Yeah.
said, listen.
No,
did
I
you
was
walk
outside
out
the last time
backwards?
because it was a closed set.
That is also true.
And,
That's
Okay.
and,
true.
and you didn't give me 3 lines like you gave other people.
I gave no. It was
Hey, I fought hard for Cameron to have her lines, all right?
I wonder why my wife didn't fight for my lines. I wanted one line
Baby,
too.
I was scared. What you mean?
All I wanted to say was, "Oh shit!"
I was like, Lord, please don't let me bring none of these
is
ghosts
George. I
home.
sent it to the Gmail.
But if
image
you're
I wanted to look at.
interested, let me know because people that are in LA, which is only like 3.5 hours away from us, people that are in Vegas, this will be the opportunity to go ghost hunting with me.
6
so,
days we can mob out.
Yeah.
And we have all the equipment. We have K2 meters, which are the EMF detectors. We have thermal imagers. Like that's what I just sent to George as an image.
Yeah.
We had an Ovilus. Oh, an Ovilus.
Oh, y'all got that fan. Y'all got
hell
money.
is
Well, they
that?
own it.
Y'all got money.
That was so much fun to use last night.
Yeah.
It started like immediately. So like we're sitting at the bar. It's just us. We have the Ovilus on, and we just said, "Hey, we're just here to observe you."
Yeah.
We very respectful. All of a sudden, it sounds like bottle caps just fall, like directly behind the bar, maybe 2 feet from us. And we all look, and all 4 of us go, "Yep, yeah, we heard that."
Yeah, everybody. Listen. When you told me that you seen a full
Body apparition.
body apparition,
Somebody saw another one 6 weeks ago. The Boo Bar, George, the bartender,
See.
said he saw a little boy, little blonde haired boy, and he said he just like vanished. He was like, "Bro, ease into it, man. Don't just
Right,
he's
right.
Like, come on, man. Like, because he's
Listen.
been working there for years, so he's like, he's nothing new, but he's like,
Ever since we had which our members, I'm sure, have watched the episode with my favorite Priestess Rose, Mambo Rose, last
Yes.
week. She gave me a little bit of an outlook on the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
And like just not being afraid. Like this is low key a irrational fear that we have. So I'm not as afraid of ghost hunts, which I already did one, and I was like, Lord, it's stressing me out.
Well, I know
But-
we got the ghost hunt, but we also have a guest.
Oh my gosh.
We have a
do.
guest
I'm
in the
so
building.
excited.
I'm super excited about the guest, y'all.
Yeah.
And a lot of you may know this guest.
Y'all all know her. I know y'all know her because I know her. And
I
if
wasn't
y'all
even gonna say
know
it was
me,
a woman, but I mean, you know.
I'm all for supporting the spiritual spooky girlies. I love to collaborate. I love bringing people onto my platform and sharing them because, as y'all can see, if y'all watch me on my channel, I always comment and share the links to these people. I credit them.
stand on business.
I stand on
Yeah.
business on that. Like I'm never gonna be like, nah, I'm not.
Thanks, dudes.
What do you mean? Nope. So I don't want to keep our guests waiting.
Hold on, before you introduce the guest, let me say one thing. I just want to set the timeline, y'all. We're going to interview this guest for about 15, 20 minutes. So if you want to get straight to the calls, you might want to come back in about 15 minutes.
Yes, but you're not gonna want to miss this interview.
But
especially
you're
if
not going to
over
want to miss
on
the
my
interview.
channel.
But I'm just letting you know that we are going to interview the guest. I don't want to see it in the comments because sometimes y'all make me mad and I be wanting to clap
yeah.
back.
We have now
Yeah,
said
y'all
that
be-
yes, we do 100%. The show is here for you guys to call in. We want to hear your guys' calls, but also shows evolve. Like we're not going to get rid of the calls. That's not what's going to happen. And I
No.
think that's maybe a fear that some people have. But the way I see it is like this is like Letterman now.
Yeah.
This is like
Yes.
Howard Stern. It's
Yes.
We got guests on here now,
gonna have
man.
guests.
Like how?
And
what more could y'all want?
and we're doing that
Right.
for you guys too. Like we're bringing on guests because we know you guys want to hear from them as
Right.
well.
And if our guests grace us with their presence, we owe them enough grace and respect to listen to them. So please, y'all, we'll get to the calls later, but we got to get to this guest. We have to because I'm too excited. Do we have a drum roll over there, George?
That wasn't a
That
drum.
wasn't a drum roll.
That's not a drum roll.
You know,
I ain't got
You know
no
what?
drum roll, man. I'm
Okay.
struggling.
Can we
I'm trying.
upgrade whatever we're using? Because
Okay,
I need
all
a
right.
drum roll.
Do you want me to go through all the new sound effects I've added? Riz Master.
Okay, so since
Punch.
we
All
don't
right.
have a drum roll, we're gonna
We
make
don't.
one on the table.
Hit me with it.
All right.
Boom.
Our guest today is Rebecca Journey, my guest that was on my channel last week. I showed you all of her content over the last year, and she's live in the studio. Thank you so much for being here with me, Rebecca. I truly appreciate it. I know my followers appreciate it because we love you, girl. We stand for the spooky Haitian, African, American stories. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Oh,
Glad to
coming.
have you.
Whenever, so a lot of people don't know because people just be talking. Like me and her are mutuals on TikTok, and if you're not following me and her on TikTok and on IG and on Facebook,
What are you
if
doing?
she has one,
And-
what are we
and
really
YouTube.
doing?
Really been real.
Come on, if
And
you're not
YouTube.
subscribed, I'm going to be putting all of her socials down in the chat. Please, please, please subscribe, follow my girl because she has fire. I stand like I can't watch her videos at night. I feel like an old lady, and she tells us in her videos, don't watch it at night. And what do most of us hard-headed people do?
Watch
Watch
it
it
at
That's
at
the
night.
only time I watch it. I edit my videos at night now. I'm about that action that hard.
I listen.
Oh.
Right. He's out here willy-nilly. Every time it seems like and we had this conversation before we went live. Every time it seems like I edit like spooky videos at night, I have a bad dream. So I told myself, even if I just record the bass, I'm not touching those videos until the next day. But I'm a huge fan, and you know I be standing for you and all of your content. So thank you so much for taking the time out tonight and joining us.
Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. I'm so flattered.
I love you, girl. So, okay, for those who do not know Miss Rebecca and her channel and her TikTok and her IG, Rebecca is the 3.0 version of me. Like, she really goes out and scouts these stories from all around the globe, specifically from African and Caribbean countries. And it's just like, y'all have to follow her. How did you even get started doing this?
So it was an accident. I was on TikTok just doing my thing. I've been a content creator for the past 3 years on TikTok, and nothing was really sticking for me. I had a couple of viral videos, but nothing was really sticking for me. I knew Blizzy from 2020, and there was a long period of time where her videos did not pop up on my FYP. And then one day, one of her videos popped up on my FYP, and I was like, yo, that reminds me of a story. So at the time, I was doing story times about anything. I was literally doing drama stories, story times about anything. So when Lizzie's video popped up, I was like, oh, let me stitch her video to talk about my experience. So then I posted that video back in December. Nothing happened. The video literally had 1,000 views, and that was it. Nothing happened from that. All of December, nothing. All of January, nothing, until I want to say maybe the end of January, beginning of February. I left work one day, and it's so funny because the day before I was just crashing out at the universe because I was just like, when is my big break coming?
Yep.
I'm a star.
That's exactly how it always does. I promise this story is so linear to mine. So I'm gonna let you go ahead because I'm
When you blew up.
Man, yeah, whenever I was just like, what the hell?
you ever-
When is it my turn?
Have you ever had it to where your phone crashes? Because I had that at the Barstow, the train, the McDonald's train. I was in the bathroom there on the way to Cali last year, and the Brian Hopkins video went off, and I was looking at it, and I was like, all right, well, my phone
Right, it's
overheated
just going off
because all the
right?
notifications. I
But
was like, all right, I guess.
she wasn't even there yet. She's like, when is my turn? Like
Right.
it's
No,
always
I
by
feel that
surprise.
100%.
Like
100%.
when is it gonna be my turn? Like I'm a star. I
Yeah.
got star quality. Universe, let me in. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We got
I was
ADHD
like,
on this show, so we'll
give
My
jump
me a
bad.
around.
shot. No, you're okay. I was like, just give me a shot, man.
Right.
And I was talking to my best friend, and at the time I had like 40,000 followers on TikTok, but it wasn't like it wasn't niched.
Ooh, I'm
So I
sorry.
would still post videos that would get like 200 views like all the time. So it was
Right.
just frustrating for me as a
Mm-hmm.
creator. And I remember after I crashed out, I called my friend and she was just like, just calm down. You're a lot further than a lot of us. Just relax
Mm-hmm.
and keep going. I was like, cool, whatever. So I remember it must have been like a week after I left work. I remember at the time I had 41.2K followers,
Mm-hmm.
41.2K. I left work one day and I just randomly checked my TikTok account and it took me to the profile and I saw that I had 42.1K.
Mm.
So I didn't think anything of it because, like I said, I had 41.2K, but I'm looking at it and I have 42.1K. It
Mm-hmm.
hasn't clicked yet that I grew damn near 1,000
Right.
followers.
Right.
So I'm like, and then it started to like, wait, I thought I had 41.2. Mandela effect. Oh my
Right.
God.
Right.
Right now, like, what's going on? So then I checked my account and I saw all these followers coming in. I was like, what's this? What
Mm-hmm.
happened?
Mm-hmm.
Who exposed me? And then I clicked on one of the comments and it took me all the way back to that video that I posted last year in December.
Shut up.
And I was like, it had like 30,000 views. I was like,
What? That
what
happened to me.
happened?
Yeah. TikTok
how it
algorithm
starts.
is so weird. They will let your old videos go viral. It's happened to me, and I'm like,
A couple times,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Or a video go viral after it already went viral. Like
Yes,
you've had videos
I've
go
gone
viral
viral
like 3
twice
times.
Do you
on the
twice.
repost
same-
them? I have a money farm. I just
No.
keep reposting the same ones if I'm like having a bad month.
Yes,
Just
well, that's
repost.
smart. That's
Man,
smart because I was thinking about
You better start
reposting.
reposting. You got content, girl.
Yeah, some of the older ones because I wasn't where I am now on TikTok, but that one of my videos about the haunted house, Aaron Cloudy, that went viral like 3 times and it was so random. And I'm like, what is the TikTok algorithm is weird. It's weird like that. But so you basically got into this niche on accident.
Yeah, literally.
Me too. Me too,
Wasn't
girl.
chosen.
I just wanted to do lifestyle and fashion, and then one day I started talking about deathbed phenomenon and plantations, and here we are. And
Yeah.
It was the plantations that took you over.
yeah, and I miss it, and I'm about to go back to doing it, but
I tell her all the time, like, get back, man, get back to what you know.
Yeah.
Like, if you ever get lost, go
Yeah.
back to the beginning.
but there's only so many haunted plantations because, like Blizzy, like yourself, like me, I don't like making up content or saying a place is haunted and it's not. No, I want that real shit, you know. So a lot of your stories, which they're going crazy in the chat. I don't know if you're on YouTube too, but they're going off in the chat. Like, so a lot of your stories are submissions. How hard
Yes.
is it to get submissions? Because I've been trying to get submissions for the last 6 months, and I'm just like, where y'all at? Where's all the scary stories? How hard is that? Like, or does it come pretty easy?
It's not difficult at all.
Yeah.
Like, I get people, like, they drown my inbox on both TikTok and Instagram with spooky stories
Mhm.
and even my emails. At first, I had a separate email for people to submit spooky stories. At first, it was pretty slow. So I was telling a lot of stories from either my family, my friends, or myself that I remembered, or my neighbor. But then now, like, people just be like sending in their stories like all the time. Like, yeah, I have like so many stories that I'm sitting on top of, and people get upset when I
Yeah.
don't tell their stories.
But it's like it's only so many minutes in a TikTok, or I mean, I gotta go over to YouTube, and sometimes there's things that us content creators really can control, like grammar, language barriers, and we don't want to tell y'all stories. And we got a bunch of them. That's why I tell people, like, I take it in the order that I receive topics, whatever the case is. Like, I try to, do it. And like I said, Rebecca, we're live on Calls from Beyond and on the Black Cauldron. So we have every bit of probably like 200 and something people watching. and they all are familiar with you. Which
Yeah, a lot of
I
people are saying they
super
love your uncle's stories.
Yeah,
They love his
yes.
honesty.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you.
So for
Yeah.
those who don't know, where are you from?
I'm from Haiti,
Okay.
IT.
Okay. Oh, I
Hey, they
love
got
it.
mad at us when we went to the DR. We was like, hey, how far is Haiti from here? He
He's
was like, IT?
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Haiti? He was like,
He's like,
IT.
it's like an hour. I'm like, can you take us? He's like, no, you won't get back to the cruise boat. I was willing to risk it all just to go over there, but I'm glad I want to go. And I'm going to wait until someone can be like my tour guide and I go with someone that I know. But
I love to go. My best friend who passed away was
yeah.
is Haitian, and he was from IT.
yeah,
And
and
so I just want to go just so
I'm ready.
you know I could celebrate his life.
Yeah.
We would love to have y'all come.
I
Hey,
know.
we got to plan something then.
I know. I literally like I said, we interviewed Priestess Rose from TikTok. I don't know if you know her, Mambo Rose.
Yeah.
And I love her so much. Like I got my circle of TikTokers and YouTubers that I'm not missing a video. Like I'm going to watch the whole thing complete and I'm gonna like it. And I'm gonna probably save it in my drafts because I know at one point I'm period. It's gonna come up on my page. And a lot of you ladies that are from Haiti in the Caribbean, y'all have been carrying spooky story time for a while now, for a minute. And I thank y'all. We would never know. Like, I was born and raised here in the States. I am a stolen African who needs to do an African ancestry because, of course, ancestry only tells me, like, oh, your people are from Nigeria, Congo, in this place, But, like, I'm curious. I don't know why I'm so drawn to, like, the Caribbean. I love it. Y'all stories be so fire. I can't.
So it was one story that she told that I was ear hustling, right? So I was listening when you was listening. I don't know if this is an old story or a current story, but I don't know if it was her uncle or somebody. There was a cop.
Oh, yeah.
And they was in a cop car.
Yes.
They was in a cop car and everybody passed out but her uncle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that story was crazy. Look, it wasn't
I
even
be
my
watching
phone
your
and I was
stuff.
listening. I was like, oh shit.
And
wait,
I
what?
always have it on full blast. So even though he isn't a spooky boy, he can still hear. So he listens and he ear hustles.
That was a good story though.
Yeah.
It was a good
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, I was
When
just
my
like,
uncle was telling me that story, I was like, the internet is gonna love this. I was like, this is so
no, but it's like, and
psycho, but like,
I was trying not to go too far back in your TikTok videos whenever I made my video because I'm like, okay, I've shared so many of her videos. I want to see like the new heat. And like the snake was a baby, the lady that gave birth to the snake. I was literally like gagged. I'm like, wait, what? So this is a common known thing that spirituality is, or like ghosts, are just normal life in Haiti. Like these stories, even though they shock us Westerners, you're like, this is what I've been raised around. Like I've been told these type of stories all my life.
But you heard them stories everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like the only time that it's foreign is when you come to America.
Yeah.
You come to America and it's like, oh my
It's
God,
us. We're
you believe
unseasoned.
that? No. But it's like you go anywhere else. Like you go to all these other countries, DR, you go to Africa, you go to Jamaica, all these places, they all have these stories that people would say are folklore when I don't believe they are.
Yeah, like, did you hear the story about the guy whose sister was dead for 2 months?
yeah.
I didn't cover it because I was like, I don't know.
For
Like,
2 months?
Yes.
That's crazy.
The sister had died of, I'm not even gonna call it natural causes. Natural causes, right? Really, she had disrespected an elder in the community in Haiti. And so the elder was like, okay, you finna fuck around and find out. I'm gonna give you 3 days. Didn't say nothing else. And the girl like fell ill. And the uncle was like a higher up, like a priest, like a Ugan, I believe, or something like that. And came to the graveyard and they say like they bury them with a little hole in their casket. I don't know how true this is. Have you heard of that before? Just in case they want their spirits raised or whatever the case is. So they bury their dead with a hole in the casket. And so the uncle, who is a higher up, a priest, comes and resurrects her. It's a whole thing on TikTok. or it was like 2 or 3
Well, I
weeks
remember
ago.
with that story about the guy who had to dig up his mom.
Oh,
With
that was in
'cause-
Africa.
Yeah, because I remember cutting
Oh,
clips
that
from
was
that episode for you.
disgustingly like. So I don't know if you ever heard of this story.
Wasn't it somebody having sex with a body or something
Yes,
crazy?
it was necromancy. It was the mother. It was a witch. It's on my YouTube page. If you guys have
I remember
not,
that story.
it was probably like 6 or 7 months ago.
I made the mistake of cutting clips from that in my kitchen with just my laptop speakers, and my mom
your
was like,
mom-
"What the?
Yeah,
what
your
you?"
mom and dad probably was like, "What is going on?
Yeah, what is going on in there?"
It's a crazy story, but so knowing what you know about your culture, about the culture, how does it make you feel about the paranormal, just in general? Like, how do you feel about ghosts? Are you a like scaredy cat, or like, are you a level 1 or level 2 or none? Because I'm like a level 1 scaredy cat whenever it comes to the paranormal, even though I talk about it so much. Where are you with it? Like, because Mama Rose is like, it's an irrational fear last week. And I was like, oh, she's kind of right. It's kind of dead. Can't really do anything, you know? But with you,
Yeah.
you've seen some things and heard some things. So how do you feel about ghosts?
Well, it's crazy because like I was such a scaredy cat. Like I don't know the levels, but like put me at the highest level of a scaredy cat.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even watch scary movies. Like I remember when I was a kid, I watched this horror movie and I couldn't sleep, and the dark was always terrifying to me. Like,
Yeah.
and then the few paranormal experiences that I've had have creeped me out so much that as I'm telling these stories, they kind of pop up in my brain like, oh shoot, that did happen. Oh crap. Like, oh, let me talk about that real quick.
Yes.
It was so traumatizing that they don't pop up in the forefront of my mind. But in 2020, like even dreams about my mom used to freak me out. But fast forward 2020, I don't know what happened, to be honest. I really don't know what happened. I went through a spiritual awakening, and then out of nowhere, I moved out. I lived by myself for like 2 years. So when I first moved out, the dark was like still something that was like spooky for
Yeah.
me. Um, but it's something that I winded up adopting to. And this apartment, like I said, sorry, my cats are really annoying because it's time
It's
for me.
fine.
I understand that 100%.
I don't know if you're hearing the rattling in the back.
I figured
It's
it was
my
a cat.
cat.
Yeah, because the cat scared me. Your cat jump scared me. I was so into your video, and the cat just jumps into the frame, and I jumped like, what? And I saw the cat. So go ahead. No, you're good.
I'll be doing that on purpose. Don't tell them that. Yes. So I don't know what happened to me. Like this apartment that I live in is like creepily haunted. I've had so many dreams of demons being in bed with me, like sleeping beside me, crawling out of my mirrors, technology acting crazy in this apartment, my stuff disappearing. I made it a whole series on TikTok. But eventually I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna move out. It doesn't make sense to be scared every night. It literally doesn't. It's dumb
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm in control of fear. What if I just not be scared?
Yeah.
So then one day I just wasn't scared, like literally. So then when things just happen, I just interact with it. I just be like, all right, well, here you go again. Or I just make a joke out of it in the
Yeah.
moment and I move on. Or I just mind my business because I'm just like, I don't have the mental capacity for this. Now, when it comes to telling the spooky stories, it absolutely does not affect my life whatsoever. Like
Yeah.
I don't lose sleep over them. Like I literally used to tell spooky stories at night and then hop right into sleep and just wake up the next day
Yeah.
and tell another spooky story. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm looking at it like a storyteller. Like this is like the entertainment aspect of it for me. So this is just a job. Like I don't actually get caught up. Like I'm
Yeah.
telling the story, but I don't get caught up
Caught up
in
in
the
it. Yes. Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. Recently, we had 3 sisters who are meeting, and I got a reading privately with one of them, and she was like, surprisingly, you keep your energy pretty clean. Like, you put up this wall, even though you talk about all these things, like, it doesn't affect you in the way that you would think that it would affect a person. And I kind of get the same from you. Like, I feel like me and you are very much so the same when it comes to that, even though like I'll go to sleep and some days I do. Like if I'm doing this at night and it's during the witching hour, and I'm just so sleepy, I can go to sleep, but sometimes I will have like weird little sleep paralysis. But I've been having sleep paralysis since I was 12, so it's nothing to me. But I noticed like we're very, very much so the same in that way. Like your energy, you can tell like this is a job. And people don't understand that like this is, for me, it's my full-time income. And for a lot of people it is. And even though these stories are super scary, we just be going with we take the punches. Like some of them are scary. Like some of them really are. But, that's just how it is. George, are we still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
I'm really desensitized at this point. I think from the stories that my families told me from young, and I think at this point, I think I'm also really desensitized, to be honest.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think there's like a single submission that I've read that I'm like, oh my God. Like even the snake babies, I was just like, yep, back at it again.
Back
Like
at it again.
nothing surprises me. Like reality is stranger than fiction. Like
Yeah.
nothing surprises me.
Yeah,
It's
for
just,
sure.
and there's nothing I could do about it. Like, so it's just
yeah. And that's kind of where I'm at too. Like, and I tell everybody all the time that we are so egotistical that we think that the only thing that exists in this world is us, and there are no spiritual beings, there's no aliens, there's no ghosts, there's no low vibrational D words, there's nothing. When there are so many things that I tell them, you think that there's no such thing as spiritual, paranormal. Ask somebody from the Caribbean. Ask somebody from Africa.
Yeah, facts.
Ask someone from Brazil. Ask from these African.
Even Mexico.
culture.
Like
Yes.
you ask people from anywhere other
Yes.
than the United States, and they're gonna give you
Yep.
stories.
That's because we're egotistical. So it literally just falls into that. Like we,
Like we
think
act like
it's
America's the
nothing.
only place that's not haunted and doesn't possess these same entities. It's crazy.
Yep.
Oh, I'm reading some of the comments, and I do want to say that I really do love you guys so much. Like everybody that's saying they love me, I love you too.
Oh, yes. I told you, listen, anybody that I am bringing on as guests for the month of October, and even after that, like, I really fuck with y'all. Like, y'all, in my head, we're friends. As soon as I hear spooky story time, I'll be like, okay. And then you like, don't watch it that night. I'm like, okay, safe. I'm going to come back to this. So I really appreciate you being here just to share you with my audience, with our audience, not just mine, because we're live on 2 different channels. But I truly appreciate you making the time for us, because you are the spooky, scary story queen. Okay. So especially whenever it comes to like you and Blizzy, y'all are I love it, because y'all be scaring the shit out of me. Okay. Takes a lot to scare me, but I love your stories.
It's crazy. That's not even my niche. Like I really like, I love your covers on TikTok because you put me on to like, other creators and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Break down stories so perfectly in case I'm like, okay, I don't have to go all the way back to watch it.
Yeah.
You find the most interesting stories on your TikTok to cover.
Yeah.
Most times spooky stories are not my niche. Like
I know.
So I really do not watch many other spooky stories. Like a lot of like the spiritual people that I I learned about on TikTok were like back in like 2020, 2021, 2022. I was really heavy into spirituality, but recently I've just been
just doing it. And I see the girlies get mad at you in the comments like, it's been 4 days since a story. Where are you at? When you're literally just showing how beautiful you look in your dress and your makeup, and you trying to go out and have a good time.
But
and I'm like,
people don't realize the dedication and determination that comes behind this. Like, I'm married to this woman, and she has to make content for TikTok and YouTube and other places all in one.
Yeah.
And the amount of studying that goes behind the stories that she provides for you guys, like, she may record a 2-hour clip, a 2-hour video. And when she gets done editing it and cutting out all of the stuff that she doesn't want you guys to see, or the mishaps or whatever, it may only be 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So it may take her 5 hours to record the video,
altogether.
another 10 hours to edit the video, and y'all be in the comments like, "Oh my God, when's the next video coming out?" And I'm like, "Yo,"
or it's like
she's giving y'all 16 hours a day, and she's not even spending time with me and my kids.
Right. So this is the problem, is that they think because we are spiritual, because we are just in,
Did it just
or
come
we're in a
quick?
spooky niche, like we're not allowed to post content outside of spooky, like stuff.
No, but you're human, though.
We're humans. We watch other content, and sometimes I just want to see. Like, I want y'all to see me look like a bad bitch. Like, I'm going out. I
They
look
be
good.
bullying me. They be bullying me.
Yeah, and
I'm
I'm like, I
If
be
I,
seeing it.
hey, if I spend 3 hours on my makeup, I want y'all to see
I
this.
want you to see
You
it,
gonna
like-
see this makeup today.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, okay, so Rebecca had this fly ass green dress on. Oh my gosh, you ate down. You know what I'm talking about on TikTok. And one of the comments was like, you haven't posted a video in 4 days. And I'm like, you're counting like that? Like, but it's so
Yeah.
hard. Once you get into this spooky niche, it's like that's all they look at you. And it's like they want it
Yeah.
to become our personality, so to speak. And it's not. We're human. You know, I like scary shit, but I still like to go out. I still like to go shake ass. I
And
still
there's-
like to do
This is the
normal
thing,
human
though.
stuff.
There's
Duality.
nothing wrong with being
Yeah, girl.
multifaceted. It's nothing wrong with having more than one lane. Like, you know what I mean? They say, like, millionaires and billionaires, they say the successful way to being a millionaire or a billionaire is by having 8 streams plus a revenue, right? You know what I'm saying? So why would I focus on just one genre? Why would I focus on one lane? You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell kid stories, spooky stories. I might tell
Right.
cat and dog stories.
Right.
You know, I'm trying to get to the bag by any means necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So why put yourself in a box just because it makes them feel comfortable? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, they
That
be
don't
like
help.
part 2. It's been 12 seconds. Where's part 2? I'm like, oh my God, y'all, come on. But
Yeah.
so what other than spooky stories, what else are you working on or want to post, or what is it that you do outside of spookiness? Because I know what I'm gonna tell you what I do, and then you tell me what you do. But what do you do outside of, storytelling and things like that?
Oh, outside of spooky telling, what do I actually do? I am a behavioral therapist, so I work
Wow.
with children with disabilities,
Okay.
help them in their behavior and their day-to-day function,
Mhm.
emotional regulation and all of that. But outside of my job, I'd like to see myself and believe that I'm a superstar.
Because you are.
You know,
Period.
Oh, thank you. You're really
You
not
are.
helping my delusions right now. Yeah, I went to school for acting.
Okay.
So I went to Brooklyn College. I went to get my BFA in acting. And then I dropped out in 2022 because they were like, you either get the V, the COVID, the V, or
Yeah.
you get out of school.
Right.
And then I was like, I don't like pressure. I feel like you guys are bullying me into it. Oh my God.
Right.
I won't do it.
Right. Yeah.
So then I just basically was like, okay, well, I ruined my life. That's great. I dropped out of college. I'm
We all
not a
have that moment.
star.
Don't
I
we
was
all have
like-
that where I'm such a loser. Why did I do this?
Yeah, I
Like,
dropped out like 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
Excuse me.
I was like, why? I was like, why did I do this? But I don't like to be pressured. Like, I really felt like I was getting pressured. And I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
But I remember at the time it was my senior year of this BFA program. So I would be getting my bachelor's in fine arts in just a year, in 2 semesters. And basically, towards the end of the school year, they're gonna hook you up with like these sponsors and these producers, and if you're talented, you're bound to make your dreams happen. So I'm like, I'm right there. I'm gonna get discovered. I'm gonna be on a TV show. I'm gonna do movies, and then I'm gonna meet Viola Davis, and it's just gonna be great. Like life is just gonna be great. And then they were like, okay, but like, yeah, the V thing. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had a terrible dream about it, and I was like, oh no, I don't think I'm gonna do this. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. So they were like, you're dropping out of school. I was like, I am.
Yeah.
And then I dropped out of school, and I cried about it for several days and several nights because I was like, I just screwed up my life. Nothing was happening for me in my life. Everything went to crap. So I started partying. So I do enjoy partying as a side thing. That's something that I do. I love
Mhm.
winding my waist. I'm Caribbean, I
Yes.
love me a good soca fete. I love me a
Mhm.
good compa, party. Like, I love
Mhm.
me a good Caribbean scene, a good little African
Yep.
vibe, a good line. Um, but yeah, besides that, I genuinely do enjoy content creation. I enjoy some Mary Jane and, chilling in my home.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, we do too. We live in Vegas.
I just
I
about
don't
to
know.
say
Is
that.
it legal there in where you're at? I don't want to bust it out if you don't want to tell people where
yeah,
you're.
it's legal
Okay.
in New
She
York.
just
Okay.
said. She just said that she
Still,
went to
I didn't
school
want to
in
be the one
Brooklyn.
to say it. I mean, it might have went over their heads. I forgot to ask if it was okay to disclose because
And
a
the
lot of
alien
people do
smoking a
not.
blunt in back of her. So I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
but I already figured that much with the alien behind. Yes. So yeah. So go ahead, enjoy. Your tree, your mellow fellow time.
Mellow
Yes,
fellow.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if it wasn't so damn cold in New York, I do enjoy a lot of time in nature as well.
Yeah.
I love connecting with nature. Something about being outside in the trees is just
Mm-hmm.
fulfilling for me. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I do for fun
Yeah. And see,
outside of
I told y'all we be human, and I hate when they try to make things our personality. Like people assume that I only listen to meditation music. I only
Oh yeah,
Wait, you
no.
talk
don't?
to ancestors all day.
No.
Baby, I
And
am a
Noah
stuff.
is
I'm a hood
ratchet.
I'd
rat.
like
Like
to
I'm gonna
ratchet.
believe
say it in a
like
minute.
She's getting sneezed on about 10 times a day because I call her and she's like, "What are you doing?"
Yep. Yep. I'm not just that one
She's
dimensional
Yeah.
being.
she's a ratchet spiritualist. I
I
promise
am.
you.
I live a full life, and it's so funny because I say this all the time, like I'm going to make a show about my life because I don't know why. Ever since I was young, I just always did things for the plot.
Yeah.
Like not
Me too.
really, not
Yes.
really, because I didn't know that term at the time.
Yeah.
But I would just make like the dumbest decisions, the riskiest
Mm.
decisions. I always chose violence. Like I didn't have a cap on very much. Like baby, I was a Scorpio, okay,
Oh Lord. Oh, you're a
and I
Scorpio. You have a
ruffled
birthday coming
feathers.
up.
Yes, it is
Uh,
November 21st.
hey
I'm a
now.
cuss.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna save it in my phone too.
Thank you. So yeah, so I because of that, I lived a very dramatic life. I tell if people think I'm good at telling spooky stories, you guys should really give me a shot at telling like any other stories because I'm really that entertaining, if I
Yeah,
may say so
you are.
myself.
Well, now I
Thank
know
you.
why. You were a drama with theater. You were literally about
Yeah.
to be an actress. Like,
Like literally I have training
yes, because
in storytelling.
I be watching the video, my mouth be half open like this. I be so like locked in. So that doesn't surprise me because yeah, it's
Well,
in you.
but fortunately, we live in a day and age where you don't need that degree. You know what I
Mm-mm.
mean? You can create your own wave. You could do what you want to do. You could be what you want to be. Me and Miss Noah, we set out what 4 years ago now
Yeah, so
to
I
be
was
our own
gonna say
bosses. We
that.
haven't worked a
You
job
know how
in
you said you be doing shit for the plot twist and you just be taking risky that's me. So recently Rebecca shared her testimony and some other stuff on her TikTok and I literally commented and was like, don't make me cry, please. Because it was like, oh, this is me. I be just doing shit and it's for the plot twist most times. And it's because I feel like and most of the time, I'm not gonna lie, whenever these things that are not really great idea, I be having every stop in my way, like, don't do that. It's like ancestors be like, that's enough. Sit your ass down. And I be like,
Yeah.
but I need to see it through for
and I may
I
even come and
gotta
say, I don't think this is a good idea.
yeah, him
And she'll
too.
still be like, I don't care.
I'm gonna do it, Right.
Yeah.
I'll be like, whatever.
$100,000 later.
Right, literally,
Um
$100,000 later is how to learn that.
I just
Um,
want to address something really quickly.
mm-hmm.
I was reading some of the comments. When I
Uh-oh.
said that I like Mary Jane, a lot of people are saying that, oh, makes sense. She looks baked right now. And I just
Wait,
honestly,
where?
Who
On
said
which
that?
right,
channel?
right. And honestly, y'all, I just want to say shame on y'all
Right?
because
What
I
do
could be
y'all
tired.
mean?
Right. She said, I ain't smoke yet.
Hey.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
I could,
George over
I
there.
could,
Say, hey,
let's not do
stay
that. Do
stoned.
not disrespect our guests because
Yeah,
my guest
facts.
worked an 8-hour shift and still showed up on the East Coast. It's early out here for our Westerners, but she is on the East Coast. Please don't get blocked. Don't do that to my guests.
No. I was
never...
just playing, y'all.
Oh.
I was gaslighting them.
Yes,
okay, I was about to say.
No, it was Atlantis.
Joke's on you.
I found
Everybody
it
in this room is
hilarious.
high.
Right.
On me. Listen,
We all smoked 10 blunts before this show aired.
no, like literally, Georgia's sitting at the
I think George is smoking right now.
No, he is. He be hitting his pen throughout the damn show. I'll be like, how do you be working all of this like
Buffalo
technological
He'll work
stuff?
well.
You know?
He'll work well. When I used to sit next to him, he'd be like, "Awesome, I'm gonna take a." There was one time George did microdose shrooms, and that was the most.
That was
entertaining.
not a microdose, bro.
No.
I was 2.5 grams.
Oh, because I thought he was
2.5
I'm
microdosing.
talking about my guests because we all
Yeah, my bad.
we live in a legal
Hey,
state,
and
baby.
first and foremost, everybody got their addictions, whether they legal or
they
illegal.
vices. They
It just
even-
so
it's
happens
just how we
that
black.
I like
whatever
how you made
she
it
chooses to
plural.
do, it's legal in her state. So it's just like her going and buying the fifth of liquor that you and your mama been buying for the last 20 years. So go
Don't do that,
go
y'all.
sit down
Come
somewhere.
on now, like, come on. Somebody said, I'm smoking right now, period. Because what we really talking about, you know?
We've been smoking ganja since 1990, 1993.
I think I
All
literally.
right, maybe not Austin and George, but
Not me either. But I will say this. You know, I'm gonna see they cutting up in my chat. I'm on that Zaza.
Yeah, everybody in the
They cutting
chat.
up in my chat. Like, what do you mean? She don't never look dry. Don't be doing not my friend. Okay, y'all, be nice. Cause you know I'm only nice on here, and y'all better go to my TikTok.
you're not
if
gonna
you
put
don't
nobody
follow.
in no jars, okay?
Anyway, so, but, okay, so I guess what we'll do now, because I know that your time is so precious, and I don't want to, like I said, you came here after work. Thank you so much. If you want to stay for the calls, because this is all we do is take calls from people that have creepy stories, and we gave them the disclaimer, so they'll probably start calling now. You are more than welcome to. It'd be an honor to have you here. But if you like, listen, girl, I am tired. I just worked. I'm ready to go.
And my cats is
And
hungry.
my cats is hungry, and they're gonna scratch my eyes out if you can just listen from afar. But either way, I truly appreciate you being here.
Yes, thank you.
I'm so excited.
Thank you for having me. Thank you guys so
Yes,
much. I want to
yes.
thank you, Noah.
Absolutely.
Your husband and everyone that I can't see back there.
Austin and George.
Yes. And for
Yes.
every single person in the comments that were being sweet, that were showing me so much love. I really appreciate it. I really do love you guys.
No, we really love you. Like, literally. I know I tell a lot of people love you down. No, I really, really love you down, girl. I love your content. You, Blizzy, Mambo Rose, another person, I'm not going to say his name because he'll be here next week. I'm not going to spill it.
George Carmona.
Yeah, George Carmona,
Yep.
Austin
Mr.
Alvarez,
Fresh.
Mr. Fresh.
I'll definitely be here next week.
Oh, listen, I don't want to give away because when I said that I was bringing heat like all October, November, like we're having guests week after week after week after week. So, but this is kind of special to me because I feel like I want to see my good sis get her plaque.
Now,
That
you
is
told me
my-
personally you wanted she wants us to fly to New York just to spend time with you.
I
So-
know. We got to
So,
make
I
TikToks
already
and
know
collab
that-
in person because
I already know that the love is really there.
Yeah.
Like she really wants to see you grow and succeed.
I love you too.
I
Oh my
know.
God.
No.
Absolutely.
I literally told him like I have to because I looked at my analytics on my channel and I looked and
You got a lot of
New
followers
York
in New
and
York
Los
too.
Angeles were like
it's
big.
like, why not?
And I'm like, you know,
'Cause we know people
I know
there.
people there. We're just mutuals. In my head, we best friends because I'm
You
that
should do a meet
delusional.
and greet.
Oh, don't get me started. Please. Please don't get me started because
I mean, y'all could do a dual
freaking
meet and
love
greet. What's
that.
happening? Like,
Yeah, I'm
let's-
like, let's collaborate on that. What's up?
I'm
I'm over here.
Hey,
Come
please,
on.
please do not spark this lady because we will be at
I told
somebody's.
you, I
She'll be at your
doing
doorstep
shit.
tomorrow.
I be
I'm
doing
telling-
shit for the plot twist, and this is the
Me
plot
too.
twist.
I'm doing it for the plot. Like,
Yes, we
my
gotta see
door
it out.
tomorrow.
Gotta see it through, my boy.
All right, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see what your schedule looking like the next couple of weeks so we can pull up.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, now Lauren, my assistant, who's using my name, please drop Rebecca's Instagram.
She has been. Yeah, she's been dropping the links.
TikTok, YouTube. Go and subscribe to her. If I'm saying I love her as much and like genuinely like in my head, she's my friend, and we're trying to do a lot of things. And it's not just gonna be me and Rebecca. If I come to New York, baby, it's a wrap. You already know, and you know what I mean
We
when I
can
say
get
it's a wrap.
Blizzy up out here.
Listen,
Like,
it's going
it's a
to be
wrap.
a whole thing. So y'all make sure y'all are following and subscribing to Rebecca's channel. I'm gonna let you go get your cat because I know they get violent.
yes, like they going crazy out there.
Yes, yes. I know that they get a little crazy. I ain't got no cats. I got dogs. I want a cat though.
No, you don't.
Yes,
She's
I
allergic to
do.
cats, though.
I don't care.
so
Mind
much.
your
Cats
business.
are so chill.
Cats are so chill.
really chill.
Just don't
my
piss
two
them
Except for
off.
when it's time to feed them.
Yeah,
they're
they're not
Mine
playing.
are on an automatic feeder and they still come and bug me.
No, but
Yeah.
she's allergic and she's trying to find a cat with like one of those ugly,
hairless cats.
Yeah, them
No,
ugly hairless cats.
I'm
They're
I'm
cute.
allergic to cat dandruff, and I would make sure my cat didn't have that. I only had one bad breakout.
don't have-
Mind your business. I'm gonna get a black cat. Okay, I'm gonna get a black cat, and he knows. He knows I do shit for the plot twist.
Something is wrong with her. She'll legit go to the animal shelter tomorrow to get a cat just
Yep.
because.
Yep.
I like
Join.
that.
I've done the same,
Spontaneous.
so I can't judge.
Spontaneous for the plot twist. Thank you so much,
Yes, thank
Rebecca.
you.
I'm gonna let you drop off. I'm gonna text you after this. You may not be
Please.
up, but I truly appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come and speak with us. I really love you down, girl.
Truly, thank you for having me. Thank you guys so much. All right, I love y'all. Bye bye.
All right,
Thank
see
you.
you
Thank
soon.
you.
And we're not just friends in your head. We're actually
Okay, period. Just making sure, because in my head, the Lulu
Shout
was a
out.
Salulu, and we friends.
no. We're on the same
Yeah.
plane.
Listen, we.
I guess we're mutually
here.
delusional. Is it mutual delusion?
Yes,
if we're both on the
Delulu
same-
is Salulu.
I don't think it's
They
mutual
taught me that.
delusion though. If you both are delusional for the same thing.
Yeah,
She's a superstar. Hey, when she was like, don't cater to my delusional, I'm like, no. I don't think you understand, sis. You really are a superstar. You really are. Okay?
it's working. Keep going. Don't stop. Everybody in the room, join in. Everybody.
Right. Everybody drop a star, a superstar, a star in the chat on both channels.
Everybody drop
Oh
a
my
star
God.
I
for
appreciate
Rebecca.
it. Please, because this lady literally is my fave. I only have a couple
Okay.
faves.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, see you
Bye,
soon.
baby. Oh, I love her. And she said we friends. Period. we friends. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you to Rebecca again for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. Y'all thought I was playing when I said I had some heat for the month of October,
Hey, we just started.
and we're just starting.
We just heating up. Listen,
Just heating
we still in the kitchen, y'all.
Yes.
Speaking of
Mad hot.
just starting, Kamisha just renewed her membership.
Oh,
out to
thank
Kamisha.
you so much,
Hey,
Kamisha.
Been a member for 1 month now. Calls from Beyond.
I think Kamisha might be like the resident fave at this point.
At
I'm
this
just saying.
point.
She
It's
be
a
showing
cou-
so
it's a
much
couple
love.
people.
Nah, Kamisha show a lot of love though.
As soon as we were monetized, Kamisha was like, "Oh, y'all want to be monetized?"
Yeah,
But
super chat. I'm like, damn,
we can't push
Kamisha.
Kamisha to the top until I get my small T-shirt.
Oh,
I need
know
a size
what?
small
you're not getting no
Crop top.
crop top, baby.
He
You wanna like
said,
Ezekiel
I'm
I'm
Elliott?
out here
She
belly
She about to
button
squeeze
out,
his tiny
baby.
ass in there. What you mean? I saw
One nipple in and belly button out. I'm out here. What's
What
happening?
is that?
And then we have a $9.99 super chat from some show, I guess, called Pin and Pull.
You don't know
Oh
about Pin and
wow!
Pull?
You don't know about Pin and Pull?
Tell me about Pin and Pull.
Pin and Pull is
One
one
of
of
the
the best
greatest.
podcasts in the land.
Yeah.
In the land, hosted by the one and only
Yes.
Mr. Carmona.
I don't know who's controlling that. My manager must be doing it. I told
You know what?
so my manager.
And then if I
take
call the
care of
manager right now,
people I
Drew's gonna be
love.
like, "Oh, sorry, I got a call."
Yeah, I gotta
Take
step
care
out
of the
show,
people
I
guys.
love.
My phone's ringing.
The agent is doing their job right.
Right, because it's amazing. If you're a football fan, please go ahead and subscribe to Pin and Pull. I'm telling you.
He said the Raider fans are for the streets, and I agree with that 100%.
Listen, my boys came
y'all-
to Las Vegas and created
Oh, yeah,
Steel
man,
City.
listen here.
It was like a cleanup.
It's
just
not an
mopping.
away game when you at home.
No.
When you away.
No.
I don't know if that went over anybody's head, but
Yeah, no,
listen,
no.
I had boots on the ground. I was in the game.
Yeah,
Raiders
I saw you were there,
versus
and I was like,
Steelers.
"Oh, he about it. He
I was
about it about it."
screaming.
Man, I paid $600 for that ticket.
Yes. So
That's like we're looking for my dad because it's him and my mom's 30th wedding anniversary this December. So mom was like, "What if we get him football tickets?" I was like, "Don't send him to the Charger game
no,
here."
here because they're
Listen.
trying to recruit
Yeah.
all that,
Nah,
recoup all that money.
you can send him to LA.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
It'll
what we're
be
doing.
cheaper.
It is. It's
for him to
$80.
fly. Yeah, for him to
He'll
fly.
drive. Oh my, Kamisha with a 199
Thank
super
you
chat.
so
I got
much.
you what
And-
you want on it.
And let me answer her question really quick because she did have a
Oh, yes,
question
yes,
when
yes,
it
yes.
says, is a tattoo a form of ancestral veneration? Yes, it is.
I kind of
Yes,
have
it
one.
is. Now,
Unironically.
I got you.
and I feel like it is, yes. So this is, first of all, this is hand poked, and
All of these
Fran
are.
Man's sister did it, and I'm
Fran
really
Man, Fran Man 3000. Hey, we trying to
miss
get
him
Franny
so
on the show
much,
too,
yes.
y'all.
He's been in the trenches
I
working.
know. He told me because I was like, we still got to celebrate your birthday. But I absolutely love this. A lot of people are afraid of skulls. This is what I would consider all around ancestral, right?
Roman numerals, the
You
whole
have
nine.
the skull with the crown, which talks about being at a higher conscious level, enlightenment. You have the candles and you have the smoke. That is very much so an ancestor tattoo. But if you say like your mom or your dad or your grandma passed away and you put a tattoo on your body, that is a form of veneration. Okay, tattoos are very ritualistic and very, very sacred. And I wouldn't recommend putting anybody's name other than a deceased loved one. Don't look at me because we got each other's name tattoo.
Oh, so do as they say, not as they do.
I got it. Yeah,
Well, we got each other's names tattooed, and we have
we have a matching tattoo.
we have matching tattoo too.
You
we
know,
have,
Sheesh.
we have the
what?
infinity.
Y'all for
link.
real ain't going nowhere.
Listen.
She break up with me once a week.
I sure do. I'll be like, you
But
know
for the
what?
plot
I'm
twist,
done.
right?
Hold on. I gotta cover it because
Oh, you gonna
this
pull?
is how big my name tattoo is.
Oh no, yeah.
This
it's
is
a-
the Noah.
Dang, you gotta show everybody.
Yep. You was in love, wasn't
We
you?
showing off.
I mean,
You was in love,
I'll-
wasn't you?
we only been married for 13 years. I mean, I could give you a name.
Yeah.
This one's upside down. I can't show you the other one because it's on my knee and I have pants on, but it's in the
Yeah.
Discord.
I'll take them off.
Is there a tattoo? That one is really, that's one of my favorite things.
It itches. Like
It
a
itches?
mother-
Oh, I know it does.
It's
'Cause
better
it's in a
now.
weird-
It's finally like healing, but like, and then I
No.
have
You
to
was in
apply
your
lotion.
spiritual bag when you got that tattoo.
It was what?
You was in your spiritual bag.
Yeah.
I was.
I knew that me and my
When I seen it, I said, "Oh,
subscribers
yeah."
was- that we were transformed. We were putting you in the club.
Yeah.
When I seen it, I said, okay, so he had that ancestor I call it the ancestor tattoo before. Okay,
Before I met
him.
you. Yeah, I got this.
Yes.
I got this probably. So this is Christian's birthday. I got this probably almost
Like
almost a year
two-
after he
yeah.
died.
Like 3
And then I
years
got
ago,
this.
something.
I got this like a year later.
God damn it! Now, when this happened the last time, it cut the whole show off. Please.
It's just the internet. The internet is better now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got that a while ago. But yeah, so I had that way before I met you.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
one too. I got this one. This
Yeah,
one
he
was
has
fun.
the Grim Reaper as well. But I can honestly
Death.
say, and listen,
DEF.
yeah, just as long as it's no one's name, because that's a blood matching guess. So let me go ahead and tell you, as a spiritualist, tattoos, and when we got each other's names, we might have been married maybe a year. Because I believe Max was like a year old. We were not spiritualists. I was not spiritualist. I wish I had a time machine, because it is.
I wish I had a time.
I mean, I love him to death, but whenever you think in hindsight, and good thing that we worked out, because
I
a
was
lot
about
of
to say, 'cause
y'all.
you sound like you trying to sleep on the couch tonight.
The missus
ahead.
keeps bugging me. She's like, "When you get my name tattooed on you?"
Don't.
Like,
No, and it's not even that. It's like whenever you put someone's name on you, it always seems to never work out. And there has to be a spiritual correlation between the two. Luckily, we just are tenacious and we're crazy in
and you
love.
guys swing it out sometimes. So
Yeah, we
just-
square up some. I'm just playing. Maybe.
His face and everything. There's a reason why he always comes in hoodies and it's still 100 degrees
I'm
outside.
trying to hide the black and blue marks, y'all.
Mr. Fred.
Yo, use a phone book. It doesn't bruise as easy.
Oh my! Right. You know what? Next time you just use a rock and a sock, double sock.
Nah,
Aces said,
she told me it's the Donkey Kong now. So whenever she goes to put her hands on me, she just hit me in the top of my head so it don't show the marks.
Y'all know I'm a nice Christian woman.
All
Do
up
not
here,
believe anything.
I got
he
cradle
says.
cap all in here, y'all.
The devil's a liar. But no,
Aces said, tattoos be ending relationships harder than Miami
I
trips.
swear to, on me, because soon as
Hold
you go to
on,
Miami,
Miami trip.
Miami trips Well, in
They
friendships,
might end
they
friendships
end
and relationships.
I know somebody
They done
that
end some
She wants
business
me to go to
partnerships.
Miami with her.
No. But see, we different. You are a responsible man, so you'll be all right. But like me and my homegirls went, and I
We
don't
was
know.
outside. No, we was outside. Listen, hey,
We was outside.
when we went to Miami, I'm out there with the 2-piece Fashion Nova,
You know,
little
with
With the
outfits
crop
on.
top,
listening.
one titty out,
Yeah,
stomach
no,
out.
No,
Chest hairs,
I was
taco meat out.
unbuttoned all the way, tattoo out,
Si,
you know,
papi.
gold chains out the whole nine. Like we was out here. We was out here belly buttons and nipples.
Having a
And
great
Demon.
time, and then we went to Miami, or we was in Miami, and all of a sudden it was like the worst episode of Love and Hip Hop / Baddies I've
No,
ever seen.
Hey,
Welcome to the back.
no, we could have recorded that shit and sold it on Zeus. I promise you.
On
It
what?
was on
Let me hit
Zeus.
me up.
What is that?
You don't know what Zeus is?
See,
Does anybody?
get-
Am I the
he's
only
not black
spiritual
enough.
hood rat?
He's not black enough.
Okay,
Zeus
but we're
Network?
working
No,
on his.
I bet you if you asked in the chat what Zeus is, I
Okay,
bet you
hold
they
on.
know.
Does anybody know what Zeus Network is and the baddies is? In
I
my
know
chat?
they know what Zeus is because even my 4-year-old be like, he be
I
singing
have
the
a-
baddie song.
Wait, you gotta subscribe to this?
Baddies.
Oh, I see everything I
Post
can
from-
see.
Tell me,
Baddies Caribbean
Tell me
reunion.
why I saw a kid watching this on the airplane last week. I
Oh
shit you not.
my gosh.
I was like, this
No.
looks like a YouTube video, but now that I'm seeing the
Hey,
thumbnail,
listen,
It's not. It's very
toxic,
much so.
ratchet.
they're just fighting,
reality
right?
show.
They just
That's all
fight
they
each
do.
other.
That's all they do.
This is what we're
But-
talking about, people. Look at this shit.
No, so
What is
that
this?
clip that you showing right now, Tasiki
Oh,
They
okay.
say I
I've
look
seen
like
these.
her.
I've
They
seen
beat
say
these
I
on
look
TikTok.
she
like her
beat
for
the
some
shit out of Diamond a body.
I mean, it
broke
was
her tooth.
overhyped. That was overhyped.
Nah, she worked her.
So they always comment and say I look like
Hey,
Tasiki, and I don't ever
Somebody
see it.
in the comments put their login info.
They watch
Let's watch
baddies
it.
in
Ah,
jail.
shut up.
Put their login. We'll watch it.
It's only $5.99 a month.
How
man.
do you
If
get
y'all
that
can't
on
afford that
commissary?
$5.99.
Look, everybody's like,
no, they have phones in
No,
prison
they're
now. You
saying
don't
it
see
in
it?
mine. They said I'm subscribed. Yes, I love my.
I love
weekly-
Tasiki.
They tell me on TikTok, you
Hey,
look just like
Somebody
Tasiki. I
said
don't
Batty
see
Batty
it.
shot a clock.
Yep.
Hey.
So last night or the night before.
That's why I said you ain't black enough, Austin.
Yes,
I'm
if
sorry.
you don't know what baddie shot, you supposed to say shot o'clock because that's all they do. Them bitches be drinking and fighting
All they
each
do
other.
is
That's
drink.
it.
I think I don't like chaotic
Then don't
environments.
watch
So,
it.
yeah, so I
You'll
just
get overwhelmed.
So the one that
overstimulated.
George is showing right now,
Yeah.
the one with the black on, that's Krishan Rock's big
You know who
sister.
Krishan
Oh,
is?
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they
So-
from Baltimore.
With her poor baby.
Yeah.
No, so Krishan's
Yeah.
sister,
Uh-huh.
she said she an eater. She came there with women boxing shorts on just to fight.
Can I
so
see?
And
a
when I
trailer?
say
If you go to TikTok,
George,
there's
you're gonna get us.
plenty.
You got us hella demonetized last time.
For what?
she
a
whooped
song
her
you
ass
played.
though, like she
For
beat her
what?
up so
A
bad,
song.
she punched her into a chair, and the chair flipped over.
She did. Okay.
I did watch like the love shows on VH1, like Flavor Flavs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like those
Oh, I used
ones.
to love that. Was in high school.
Samaj, it don't matter if Diamond the body is fine. It don't matter if she thick. She got worked. And
She
she's-
really ain't beat
and
her
she's-
like I thought. Yes,
she's
exactly.
toothless.
No, at the end of the day, they overhyped that fight. Okay, they overhyped.
What is this
it.
UFC?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you know, she just didn't have ground control.
No,
you know,
because
Austin-
she
Diamond
didn't come
still
through.
came
The
back
second
and
spin
beat her.
around,
on
she got
Twitter.
punched her
I
for the
gotta
chair and then
find
flipped
this.
over.
Yeah, no. Go
I
to
don't have
TikTok.
a Twitter.
They make sure that you aren't demonetized because they'll add like edits to it. But listen, it's duality. We got to talk about that whenever you're a spiritualist or anybody. Like,
Yeah, log into
I'm
yours, George.
incense, but I'm
I don't have
also
one.
Hennessy. I've told y'all this. A bottle of Bacardi to be exact.
I told y'all Donkey Kong. She watched baddies. She watched baddies, and then I go hide in the
Don't
corner
believe
because I
nothing.
be
You
nervous.
know what? You know
You be
what?
watching it
It's
with
gonna
me.
go from
You know
TV
what's constantly
to
on in my
me.
bedroom, and I'm not ever watching it. But
What?
Mrs. is 90 Day Fiance
Oh yeah.
Okay.
all the time. 90
Yeah.
Day Fiance.
Does she like Shakina?
I don't know who that one.
Shekinah?
Shekinah?
Yeah.
We're gonna have her on the show tomorrow morning.
I'll
Shut
have to, I'll have to
up!
ask.
I love Shekinah.
I'll send you the episode.
Oh,
Who's
yeah,
that?
she's so little and
Angela,
loud.
the one with the husband from Africa, and she's like in her 60s.
I
The
don't
white.
know.
She's been on like every season so far.
I haven't a clue.
Oh, she's like I think like they like just ended her.
The comments is booming over baddies. I'm sorry. Yes,
Yes.
Jayla did lose her tooth too.
Yep.
I don't know if
love
it was pulled out or if
people
it was beat
yes,
out.
Yes.
Bro.
Okay. First of all, I'm sorry,
George
but
is
I was
trying to-
so glad to see Jayla get
Finally
whooped.
get
Meatball had her sit down real, and that wasn't even that bad. But then like Gretchen trying to snatch her lips off her face, but accidentally snatched her partial. Baby, we be forgetting Jayla, Natalie, and some of these women are in their 40s. If y'all don't sit y'all gal having
Where's your 401k
down,
at?
No, for
come
real.
on. You want to fight these young girls for what? Like there was
Clout,
no reason.
baby.
Yeah, it was no reason.
They're hoping to get a Nike deal or something. I don't know. I don't know what they
Listen,
get out of it.
I don't understand. These girls came from the original Bad Girls Club, which you're probably more familiar with.
I was about to say,
And
That's
they
because
made a
Danette's
spinoff.
sisters watch that.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
one of the comments, Moody Ring, said something true though. Like compared to these shows now, like I Love New York and Flavor Flav,
Oh, yeah,
they were classy shows compared
Yes,
to what we see.
classy.
Yeah.
Like you might see somebody get
You
beat
see,
up once
I
a
mean,
season.
because Punk
Now it's a fight every
And it's like
every
week.
episode.
and they ramp it up from like the beginning of the season. Like
Yes.
there's a fight, but it's like 8 episodes.
No,
in,
it was a
with-
running
on,
like
Flavor Flav.
comment.
Yeah,
it was
nah.
a running
On
comment
here?
on baddies. Like they can't even sit down and eat. Whereas, like for instance, Flavor of Love, Pumpkin spit on New York.
That
And
was
New
the highlight of
York-
the whole season.
And New York should have.
Oh my God,
had
George.
every right to square up at that point. But they fight because they look at each other the wrong way. They fight because they.
I
look
dealt with that in
at-
high school. I don't want to deal with it no more.
Yeah, look, this don't make no sense. But I did. I'm not gonna lie. It was certain
What is that
people-
cinematic ass shot of them pulling up
Bro,
What?
I swear to God, I'm sorry. This is so zoomed in right now.
When I tell you, I watch it for the plot twist, but it's some
see,
days
this
I
is
get
too
so
much for me.
annoyed. Like,
Austin, what do you mean?
Let me just
You don't like
Hey, Austin,
Jerry Springer
Austin.
2.0?
no.
But listen, if you like fighting, it's worth the $5.99 because it's nothing but ass cheeks and
Yeah.
people getting beat up.
Mr.
yeah,
Fresh.
I don't
I'm just saying.
know. Like, can
It's the
somebody
truth.
in the
No.
comment explain to me?
It's every episode you're seeing ass cheeks. Look,
Yeah.
we just seen them.
We
yeah,
just see them.
why
We
did
just seen
Diamond
'em.
the Body have
Bro,
to get butt
this
naked
was-
on camera? I don't understand.
This little girl, I swear to God, this girl was maybe 12 years old watching this on her iPad on the plane.
I kick my
A
kids
row
all the
and
way
Yeah,
out.
No, we wait till the kids go to bed to watch baddies.
Yeah, and so I have a TikTok draft on my phone right now because you know the song is viral with Natalie Nunn, where they're like,
Next
"Please
season.
post for me." Look, she's over there. She said, "Post for me." And so, like, my daughter, she's on TikTok, right, and she's singing this song with her little friends, and I told her like, "Quit singing that." And then all of a sudden, I said, "I'm about to watch my show. It's time for bed."
time for bed.
Here comes Tootie.
Now
Tootie
the
is
4-year-old starts singing baddies.
Come on, I want to watch baddies with you. I said, absolutely. You don't never ask. So you already know.
And he's singing the whole theme song.
I promise you, I don't. I'll tell y'all a story. I won't tell you a lie. It's in the drafts. So listen. Like I said, duality. I like to talk about other things. I'm a human, just like I've been following that story of Gucci Third Leg and Dana.
Gucci Third.
Oh, she knows what
Oh,
it is.
I heard about. I don't know who that is, but I heard about the drama. With,
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
I heard about something that goes around, stays around.
I heard it was
Yeah.
definitely a herpy on somebody's Johnson
Oh
and Johnson
my God.
baby
Oh
wipe.
no, I went and looked because I'm nosy like that. I went to Twitter, and don't pull it up. Don't pull it up.
We will be demonetized
We
for
will
life.
be banned for life. But Gucci Third
God
Leg and
damn.
Dana, Danae.
Is that really? Wait.
Hold on, no.
Oh,
I
that's
wonder
the name
why
of
he's
her.
called Third Leg.
Gucci Third Leg gave. Her name is Danae, not Dana. Danae, the gift that keeps on giving.
Now, just know y'all, Danae is not Danette, okay?
That look.
no,
God.
word,
All right.
don't
Please.
confuse
Danette
the
is
two.
a child.
I've
Yes,
fucked
that is
my
our
Twitter up.
teenage
Danae is-
intern.
You're gonna get in trouble when you go.
Yes, but she started laughing because she be on TikTok like me. Yep, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I follow all the shit that y'all follow. I just follow more spiritual content and paranormal. Y'all got to give me a break because sometimes they, like I said earlier, I'll be thinking this is my personality. I'm about to start a podcast where I only talk about stuff that is outside of spirituality because I'm tired.
Hey.
Y'all put me up here, baby. I am.
I know that y'all on social
Here.
media babies. Crystal Brown said, "Yeah, she wild for still doing that with him having that
Oh
sword."
my God. But you know what? She said she
Heyo.
was 19 when she got diagnosed. She just got diagnosed March 1st, meaning that she's only 20. That's a step above a senior in high
I
school.
don't
Wait,
listen.
That's a
wait.
child.
Diagnosed.
Listen,
Yeah. She
Diagnosed with
yeah,
HSV2.
what's that?
the one that you
Herpes.
can never get
Shit,
rid
I
of,
don't
and it's
know
not the
what
cold
else to
sore
say.
one.
I
It's
mean-
she got real herpes, not the cold sore one.
Yeah. And
Oh my
Because-
God, Mari put
Yeah.
Gucci Third Outbreak.
yes. And
Nah,
now,
seriously.
but the T is And this is why I said I'm gonna start another podcast because I be just running. I be watching all kind of shit. I want to run my mouth.
And this
But
is why we don't get videos out all the time because we be watching
we
this
just
stuff.
be watching this stuff. But this guy, Gucci Third Leg, slept with a bunch of girls who slept with a bunch of celebrities who slept with this person and that person. Like Diamond the Body, the girl that got her tooth knocked out. She been with him. And then he was with Deshae,
I
the
saw
streamer.
a list of people and I was like, I think I recognize like one of them, and I was like,
here's the kicker though. So you tell a woman that you cut your Johnson & Johnson baby wipe shaving,
Yeah.
and she decides to still perform actions.
is that just natural selection at that point? Like,
I don't
No,
think so.
you fucked around
Yeah.
and found out.
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just
but-
natural selection at
And
that
for
point.
context purpose, these are both OF. Do y'all know what that means? You know that app that you can
Of
pay
course.
a
Only
subscription.
farmers.
Only farmers. So they're both only farmer people, and they
decided to collab.
collaborated.
But-
they collaborated.
What was her
okay?
spider sense not tingling because he never sent over the test either?
Why wasn't her
So
parts
he cut
tingling?
himself and didn't provide
They
the test
was.
results.
Well, yeah, later.
Later?
She deserved that.
No.
She deserved that because anytime you ain't review the test results, and you seen that he had a cut on his Johnson & Johnson baby wipe.
So we not gonna hold the man
Why
responsible.
do you call it Johnson & Johnson baby
that's
wipe?
we
Because
don't
it's
want
called a Johnson & Johnson baby wipe.
What do you want me to call it?
Come on.
I mean,
trying not
do
to
you
be
really think she
super
deserves
vulgar.
that?
At the end of the day, you gotta listen here.
Because she ain't the only one. He knew his status and gave it to a bunch of women. She's just the only one
But
brave enough to say something.
what I'm saying is the sign. She could go back and see the video and see all the signs were on the wall.
Right.
Plus, she didn't get his test results before they filmed that content.
Okay.
So my thing is, if I go out and I see my car has a flat tire and I decide to get on a freeway and drive as fast as I can and I crash, it's
That's what
my
I'm saying.
fucking
It's
fault.
natural selection.
Right. I
Y'all
crashed
are
out on
mean.
purpose.
But this is somebody that's fresh out of high school. I feel sympathetic, okay? And I only say that because this is a very big lesson that she didn't learn because I feel like the tools and the educational material are not out there because even adults have a very miseducated theory around HSV too. Like you can kiss somebody, you can use the same water bottle as someone and catch that shit.
Ma'am.
If they're in an active
Ma'am.
outbreak.
You are being a woman. And
I'm
and-
having.
No, you're it's
I'm
okay.
having
If this is
empathy.
your first
Because-
time joining the Calls from Beyond,
I do have to use the restroom, if you
Okay.
will excuse me, before we take calls. Because I think
Okay.
we finally got some calls. In.
we have
We
a
do.
super chat, so we'll get to that as soon as you get back.
I still disagree though.
Right. Faye said men do it all the time. Exactly.
No, what
Little
I'm saying
nasty
is, I'm saying
heathens.
they're paid actors. They're paid actors and actresses.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, she should have crossed all of her boxes. If she was already a content creator and she was already creating content online,
He was
and
one
she,
of the first people
but
she did it with.
she
that wasn't
requested
in a
for him to take a
relationship
test. So if you wanted him to take a test, it was to protect yourself.
right back, y'all.
So why wouldn't you protect yourself?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
What happened to the Wiggles, man? That's what I want to know. I miss them.
You know what? Same thing that happened with Yo Gabba Gabba. We missed them too.
With Yo Gabba Gabba.
Right? Ain't nobody in here to scream.
No, they just said they all left.
Please be careful of the
Mannequin.
The
that's-
mannequin.
We have a mannequin in the main building.
and the mannequin scares her every time.
Oh my god!
No, last time she seen a mannequin, she said, "The lights are off in here. I need you to come in here with me."
Boom.
So while we're waiting, we're gonna go ahead and get to that super chat, George. It was 8437.
843.
Appreciate the Cash App. It was a $10 Cash App.
Seven. Star 6 to unmute yourself. 8437.
Let's go.
Caller, you're in the room.
Hi, y'all.
What
Hi.
is up?
I'm Kimberly.
Kimberly, I knew the number
my
looked
first-
familiar. Wait.
Your first time?
My first time calling y'all.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness. Okay. And I was really worried. I was like, did I send it to the right Austin Alvarez?
That is me. Yeah, it's just the generic one we have. But yeah, I did get it. I was just waiting. We were getting a little carried away with
Yeah, sorry.
Bad Girls Club.
We were having some inappropriate
It's
conversations.
okay. It's totally fine. I'm sorry. I'm like a little bit nervous because I'm so excited.
Okay.
But yeah, my scary story, what happened. Sorry, I'm really nervous, and I'm also in a hurry because my mom's asking me for help with something in the living room. So I'm just like, oh my God, it's me. I gotta go. Okay, so, for me, I'm all about the paranormal. Also, sorry, I'm from much love from Texas, all the way down here in Texas.
Hey.
So of
Jeez.
course, obviously we have a lot of stuff, creepy paranormal down here in the South. So I love the paranormal. I'm very drawn to it and everything, but obviously I will not go near it. I will not touch it. I will never, ever touch a Ouija board. No way. No, thank you. I'm just now, I started watching y'all. I got into watch the Black Cauldron. Hi, Noah.
She says hi. She's in the bathroom, but she's listening.
Okay. And so I love it. I'm drawn to it. But if it ever happens to me, which I'm going to get to that story in a minute, it freaks me the heck out. Like, you know how people watch and listen to, like, unsolved murder mysteries and everything and can binge watch it and go to sleep to it? That's me with the paranormal.
Sound
I go listen
like
to
Noah.
listen to it, watch it, and fall asleep to it, everything. Okay, well, anyways, my story, a lot of stuff has been happening on my end with my family, a lot of personal, like, health issues and everything the past 6 months. And so it's been a toll, but we're above water. We're taking it day by day. And so, unfortunately, I live with my mom and dad, but I love them to death. So my dad had to go away to the hospital for about a week. And usually I'm perfectly fine, just staying at home by myself, watching the dog, and nothing happens. Nothing paranormal, nothing spooky, nothing. Until one day, I was asleep. And I'm a really light sleeper, so what I knew was like, okay, something's wrong. So I'm laying in bed, and you can already obviously tell this is leading to sleep paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been hearing a lot about it, to where it happens to some people where they're laying on their back or something. Well, for me, I hadn't had sleep paralysis since like 2017, and I was laying on my stomach, and this particular time scared the heck out of me, to where I'm asleep, and then I feel something squeezing me, like trying to hug me on my shoulders. And right away in my head, I'm like, uh-oh, what the heck is that? Like, I feel somebody's like trying to squeeze me, and I'm laying on my stomach. And obviously I know I'm the only one in the house. My dog is in the living room. I'm in my bedroom. And I'm like already like praying. In my head, I'm praying. I'm like, and it's crazy to think about it because it still creeps me out. And like, this happened like, what are we, October? Like a month ago. This happened a month ago. And I love sleep. I love to sleep. And now I'm just like I'm hardly sleeping. So what happened was, I feel something hugging me tight. And in my head, I know I'm not fully awake, but still with my eyes closed. And so, sorry, I live next to the highway, and you can probably hear that in the background.
Did you
as far
say
as my fast.
you were laying flat when this was happening?
Yeah, I was laying
Flat on your
laying on my stomach. Yeah, I was laying on my stomach. And I feel that feeling, that pressure in my head. I'm like, let go. In my head, I'm yelling, let go of me, demon. Let go of me, demon. And I'm saying it over and over in my head, let go of me, demon, let go of me, demon. And next thing I know, my eyes open, and I kind of gasp for air. But as I'm gasping for air, I say, let go. And the feeling goes away. I don't get up. I just have my mouth open, my eyes open, and I'm like, what the heck? And so I go back to sleep. And then I have a really, really weird dream. A really weird dream that's kind of personal. And my boyfriend doesn't know I'm calling y'all because he doesn't know about y'all or know that I watch y'all. He just knows that I'm into spooky stuff.
Okay.
And so it's just a really personal dream that I had.
You don't have to share it if you don't want to. We don't want to get you in trouble.
It's okay. It's okay. But it's, personal dream, which was really weird. And then I wake up like normal. I wake up, go to the restroom. And as I'm looking in the restroom, I have claw marks on my chest. And I have claw marks on my arm. Thin, like very thin, very fresh claw marks that I know for sure I did not go to sleep with it. My dog did not scratch me or was nowhere near me. And I'm like, what the heck? And that had never, ever had that happen in my life, which was it still kind of messes with me because I'm like, I want to sleep. Let me sleep. Please let me sleep. And so I'm just thinking it's like all relating to everything that's happening on at home where it's like so much stress, but like, it was very spooky. And then I told my mom about it, and then I'm thinking like, oh, what if something or someone followed me home from the hospital? Because I know hospitals has a lot of like energy and like spirits and stuff. And so I'm just like, oh crap, something better now followed me. And so I tell my mom, and of course she's like, oh, it's probably just the dog. And I'm like, the dog did not scratch me like that. No. Yeah. Especially when I'm laying on my stomach, and then I wake up with claw marks. And it was like, on my chest and on my right arm, and even on like underneath where my bra area is. And I'm like, what the heck was that? And so, what my mom told me to do is, of course, take a shower, and then she told me to take the holy water spray bottle and just spray yourself, pray, and sure enough, that's exactly what I did. I prayed like there's no tomorrow, and I went around the house and just spraying everything, just like praying like, whatever it is, you're not welcome here, and by the blood of Jesus. So I was just like, saying everything.
So has it happened again since, or was it a one-time thing?
It was a one-time thing. That's the thing. I was just like, whoa. It's never happened. I've never ever had anything like that happen to me.
That happened to Miss Noah before too.
Oh,
remember?
Sorry, I'm all the way.
No. Stay.
Remember that picture where? You remember the picture?
I do. We showed it on the show too.
Yeah, she had that scratch mark on her chest.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, I've changed, and even since then, I've changed my thought because I just did a video. If y'all haven't watched my latest 2 videos on my channel, one was about astral and one was about not sleep paralysis, but lucid dreaming.
Yes, that's the one that just came out yesterday. Today,
lucid dreaming came out this morning, and right. Then I think astral was Saturday. But I feel like sometimes whenever we are having these dreams, not all the time, sometimes it really is something like
more sinister.
Yes, sinister, because I've woken up with scratches. I've had entities mimic my children. Yes. And I mean, I've literally went through this. But if you just calm yourself and literally just stop trying to fight off whatever it is, in some cases, you start to astral project. I learned, which I already knew, but binge watching all these videos on astral projection and lucid dreaming kind of gave me a better insight. That is the beginning stages of doing that. So sometimes a lot of it is manifesting what we don't want to see when we have bad dreams, which are devilish looking entities or scary figures or whatever. But if you just relax, and this is for my habitual sleep paralysis victims, because if there was a 1-800 line, I'd be calling it so that I can claim my check, because I am a victim through and through since I was 12.
Mesothelioma.
Man, listen, I would be calling up right now. But I've realized in the times that I have done it, I went right into a lucid dream, or I've gone and you can control those. But that is absolutely terrifying because there are sinister things that try to take advantage of you in this state because they know that you don't have control over your body. And don't worry, we won't tell your boyfriend. I was listening even though I was outside.
I told you she's listening. We're not gonna say nothing.
I said, your secret's safe with me because for our shows, for some people, is like somebody like catching you watching porn for some reason.
Yep.
I learned that because it's so weird. It's such a weird niche, and it's like you're secretive about it.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't gotta worry. We ain't gonna snitch, girl.
We ain't gonna say nothing.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay because I told him what happened the next day, and he's like, "Lee, someone has it out for you or something." I'm like, "Don't say that."
Listen, it usually is that though. It's usually somebody sending you energy. I literally just posted a TikTok today because someone asked what was the scariest sleep paralysis story you ever had, and I truly believe I was sent that energy, that that evil eye. And sometimes evil eye comes in the form of this type of mischief. So,
well, thank you so much for calling. I'm glad you're able to call in finally, and we really appreciate the Cash App. It really means a lot to us.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your night. We won't tell him, promise.
It's okay.
Make him a fan.
Bye,
Tell him
to come, but don't watch this episode.
Start watching with him next week, and
and then just say this show just started this week. We can't. There's no other episodes. So we did get another Cash App.
Oh wow!
But before we get to that, George, I did want to pull up that photo for Noah to see from last night.
Oh, I seen it.
He went
It's
and fucked
exciting.
around and found out.
I want to go now.
Yeah.
It was okay. So here's the thing about Pioneer: is it's not like a dark energy at all. It's like a mischievous and like a childish way.
Yeah.
It's like a playful energy.
Well, that's what I gathered from all of the ghost hunts you've done down there, that it's nothing malevolent. It's definitely like a kid.
Well, we got a lot of names,
too.
And I filmed the whole thing, so I'll have another investigation video coming out here pretty soon about that. But I wanted to show you this image because I took this. This is of the guest. So we're sitting in the back booth, which is where people smell cigarettes, even though there's no smoking allowed inside. They smell coffee, which we got, and we were the only ones in the building. We were like, I smell cigarettes.
Love coffee. Did you know that?
I did. Yeah. I started hearing a lot more about that. So you're going to have to super zoom in. So if you look right where that circle is, to the right is Brian, the bald guy. You can tell he's a little bald. That's Brian. Across from him is the guest that was with us that night. To the left of him is that dark blue spot. So now this is tracking heat and lack thereof of heat. You can see what looks like shoulders and a head. Yeah. And the guy who was sitting there goes, he's like, it's so significantly cold to my right than compared to my left. And we had an EMF detector, which you can kind of see the bright light that right there. That's the EMF detector.
And it's 65 degrees.
On
that spot.
Yeah. And it was, the total temperature was like 70 in Good Springs. Yeah. And in there, and there's no AC, there's nothing pumping air through there or anything.
So it was colder than the regular temperature at the time.
Yes.
Yeah. Because if you look at them, everybody's super warm, and it was so dark right there. But you can see like the silhouette of a head and shoulders, and like what looks like a silhouette of a person.
I mean, but are we not look at the ceiling? Like all of that is some type of heat.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Except
is like
there's that little
that whole arc is heat.
That's somebody's shoulder and head for sure.
Yeah.
You can see.
Well, because that's a chair. So I had to use the bathroom because IBS girlies. So I was using the bathroom and I hear it start getting loud. Like I hear like Brian's getting excited. So I was like, all right, well, let me finish up. And I walk in there and they go, we pulled up a chair for him, for the entity that was here, because they started communicating with something. And then all of a sudden the EMF just started going crazy. And then he said it got cold.
Yeah.
That's
somebody
insane.
sitting there.
Yeah.
That's insane. Let me look at my Palm Pilot and see what I'm doing in the next couple of Mondays.
And then what is at the floor? Something at the floor is super hot.
That's Brian's leg.
That's his leg.
No. I'm talking about down even more. Go down a little bit more.
That. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, because I don't know what that is in that corner, but that's like human hot.
Yeah. It might have been my bag. Might have had my bag down there with like my camera and batteries and stuff in there. So the heat from the batteries. Or it might be the other camera that we were using because I brought two of them with me. George, I did have to point you out though last night because they were like, "What have you heard about the chandelier?"
Did they say anything?
Yeah, they were like, "Well, yeah," they were like, "Has anything ever happened with the chandelier?" And I had to tell them the story about how George was dead set on
put
making
the truth on it, bro. That chandelier was straight up this sound effect, bro. Come on.
So in the video, which I think it's in the director's cut, which is on my members only on YouTube, they're like, we're sitting at that booth that photo is in, and George is like, we're sitting there and we're like spirit boxing, and then you hear George go, "Move the chandelier," and he's pointing the camera at the chandelier. The other camera's pointing at like everybody else. He's just like, "Move the chandelier."
He was in there for that plot twist. That's the word of the day. Plot twist.
Listen, we were going for the shot of the night, and
George knew what it was.
We didn't get it though.
no,
Nothing happened with the chandelier, but
I think the next Monday, not next Monday.
Everybody's saying it
the
looked like a man with a hat.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Let's see.
And mind you, this is a saloon. This is like in the middle of the desert, very Western.
So he got on his cowboy hat.
Yes. I'm thinking about coming out on the 28th, right before Halloween.
that's the Monday?
Yeah, all
Spooky
all
season.
the- So
I mean, don't say you thinking about, because I already know I'm gonna have to drive. So just let me know what's happening.
the passenger princess will be there on
So
October
it starts
28th.
at 9.
Okay.
Yes.
I usually try to get there around 8:30, 8:45. It does come with a cocktail
Yep.
and a snack, which
All right.
for you guys,
But
because
my big back ass gonna be there to eat before we even get
oh,
started.
then get there
I'm
early
not
because the food
ghost-
is good.
I'm not
All right.
ghost hunting on an empty stomach.
So should we pay for 4 tickets? Because I need 2 cocktails.
I don't know if I would charge you guys for them, to be completely honest. I think I would just bring you guys.
So
just let me know.
Listen, I'm giving everybody a 2-week notice advance, especially my California people. I have a lot
that's
of
it right
people
there.
in Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
it's a Pioneer.
Oh, the mountains are beautiful.
Yep.
Oh, that's
That's
beautiful.
where the plane
Victorville.
crashed.
Yep.
There's mountains back there with
Potosi
the
Mountain.
plane
Potosi Mountain.
crashed.
Yeah. So in the 40s, there was an actor, Clark Gable, Gone with the Wind. His wife, Carol Lombard, was in a plane and it crashed in those mountains right there. So they staged. There's pieces of the wreckage in the Pioneer.
Shut the hell up.
So
So it's hella haunted.
yeah, but I don't think it's that though. There was a man who was shot over a poker game. Which George, we got new info about that, by the way.
Whoa. Should I hit you with the breaking news?
Yeah, we got new information that
I'm really tired of George.
so they said that he tried to cheat and then he got shot over the poker game, and they left him there for 10 hours because it was the 1915. The coroner was in Vegas, so it took 10 hours to get there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because he had to come in a stagecoach.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But so what I found out last night though is there was they got more information on it, and it was actually the guy who got shot worked for like the government and was trying to do a sting operation. So he called out the dealer as cheating, and the dealer got into then they got into an, and then he shot him.
Wow.
So the dealer shot the man.
Yeah. But originally we thought it was because the dealer called out the guy who got shot as cheating.
but
And
They
then
caught him off for a sting operation.
wow.
yeah, and
So
so,
what
but
was
the
they
thing
doing? They was doing janky business out there?
The whole state of Nevada was janky.
it was a
What do you
it was a
mean?
mining town. Like
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Wild.
It was the Wild Wild West, literally.
Wild
they were
Wild
doing
West.
whatever the
I love that
hell they
song.
wanted to.
I love that movie.
But yeah, I mean, I'm down for the 28th. If you can, please post. Can you post the link to purchase tickets?
Yes.
Lauren,
right.
I know you're listening. Please
All
be
right.
reposting it because I will be
28th,
there.
y'all. Spirits with spirits. We're going to be in the building.
Yep.
That we will.
You
yeah.
coming?